Hi. Today we got our daughter's little dog. Her name is Poppy, and she is as curious as can be, and she has a marvelous tongue that she loves to use all the time, don't you, sweetie? Yeah. Anyway, Jake's off with his other brother, doing whatever the dogs do, so Poppy's visiting me, but I don't think she'll be here for long. She's kind of curious to be with her brothers. At any rate, we're going to talk to you about the 60s. Now, for me, it began when I turned 18, but my real year started in the fall of that year, just as I was turning 19. I was many miles away enjoying the college life. I was now a sophomore, and it was a start where it ended. And oh, sorry guys. See you later, Poppy. Anyhow, I grew up with my dad being a Navy man, and he was a Republican because of Dwight Eisenhower. That had been the leader during World War II, and when he became president, Daddy was a Republican. And of course, when you're 15 or 16 or 17 years old, you follow your dad. I even tried to smoke his cigarettes. Old gold. So when I came to university in the fall of 1960, the election was on. And even though I had met John F. Kennedy at a banquet that was hosted by my uncle, who was a Democrat, I wasn't enamored with him. He was a nice man. I thought he was, and his wife was beautiful. So I supported Nixon. Well, that was the last time I supported a Republican. At any rate, JFK would instill a pride in me and the country in a whole. It was a pride that got diminished when he died and would not be rekindled until 2008. It was a decade I got married and had 2 children, but it ended in divorce before the decade came to a close. It was a decade that gave us the Beatles and Men on the Moon, but also the assassinations of the Kennedy brothers and Martin Luther King. A decade that saw me travel from New Mexico back to Cape Cod, to Amherst, Massachusetts, and finally to Fort Collins in the search of a college degree. I went from becoming an anthropologist to becoming an educator. The 60s saw me start a career in education that would last for 38 more years. In 1967, as I said, my marriage went south, so I went north. I ended up in Edmonton, Alberta, in early July, around 10 o'clock in the evening. Got a motel, and when I got up the next morning, they handed me a paper plate and a cup of coffee, and I was treated to a free pancake breakfast. Canada was celebrating its 100th birthday. The city had started the week's celebration with what they call Klondike Days, and for a week I didn't have to buy or pay for a breakfast. I had pancake breakfast, orange juice, and coffee wherever I went, sausage and bacon as well. It was a tremendous introduction to a new country. The best thing that happened to me in the 60s happened at the very end of the decade, just as it was about coming to a close. I had a blind date just a week before Christmas. It resulted in me meeting my soulmate, and in June we will celebrate our 56 years of marriage. The 60s have a lot of sad memories, but it holds one of my best memories on the evening that I made a phone call. Well, next time we'll talk about the 70s and how it turned me from a teacher to a school administration and to the beginnings of a new family. Bye for now. Enjoy the day.